Peoples. State your name, Sam.
Samuel Peoples.
Your Honor, in file 1326, Mr. Peoples has not yet been referred to the forensic center. I've prepared an order, and we are asking the court to order a forensic examination. In that case,
All right, I will order a forensic examination without objection. On that case, what is my next date? Give me. Let's see now. Because has he already started the process?
I don't believe he's been interviewed, Your Honor. The competency hearings on those matters are October 30th.
It's just like last week.
That was last week. All right. So set of competence here, October 2025, 9 a.m. All right. What are we doing on the other cases?
Your Honor, in the bond violation matter, we'd ask to continue our plea of mute at this time. That bond violation arose from the charges he is now facing in the felony case 1326.
Well, it also arose with tether.
Which is charged as a felony, Your Honor.
Sergeant.
Ms. McDuffie apprised the court that there is a tether tamper, which gave rise to the bond violation. He has been charged with a felony for tether tampering. So I think at this time
He has been?
He has, yes, Your Honor.
That's the new one.
There is an error on the complaint. We are having that amended. It should be a general tamper versus the category that's listed.
Yeah, this is wrong. Okay. All right.
So we would just ask to continue our plea of mute and continue these cases to the competency hearing on.
So is he just going to remain in custody?
Your Honor, he's working with a social worker. We are asking, or between now and October 30th, we are hoping to file a written motion. I think something substantive that gives the court a better idea.
What's the objection in releasing? I mean, the thing is that as I understand the cut on the tether, he cut the tether, but he didn't go anywhere. Or I'm saying, yeah, worse, he cut the tether. I'm not. But he didn't go anywhere. He was right there when they went to go get him.
That's my understanding as well, Your Honor. If the court would consider it, then I'd ask that he be released back to home confinement.
I thought excited.
Response?
Your Honor, obviously we had an extended conversation about this at bench at the last hearing. I don't have any objection to him remaining on the conditions that he was on prior to this incident. I'm concerned that given that we have this incident, I don't know how sufficient that's going to be, but I'm fine with him returning to home confinement for previous terms.
Mr. Peoples, if I let you go back home, you're going to cooperate and do the right thing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that means you can't tamper with the tether.
I understand now.
You understand that?
Yes.
Or you understood it before you just did it?
I had a moment of anxiety that led to a freak out. Yes. And I felt like I needed to get it off me because it was claustrophobic. And
Got it.
yes.
I hear you. Okay. All right. Here's going to be part of the issue. I don't know if there are funds available to try to deal with the payment for that strap. Do you know family-wise whether that's available?
Your Honor, we have been in contact with his family. It's certainly something I can ask them.
Pardon?
It's certainly something I can ask his family. They are here today.
They are here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Samuel,
Yes, Your Honor.
I give you another shot. You're going to try to do the right thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to do it. I think you can do it.
Me too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so what's gonna have to happen is somebody's gonna have to pay money for the strap that got damaged on your tether.
Understand.
I'm gonna reinstate your previous bond where you were previously at home, right?
Mhm.
And then they'll have to do that because you don't have a tether on now, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so they'll have to fit you with a new one prior to your release.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, don't let me down. You hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I add one thing? After
Sure.
consulting with Mr. Peoples' family, they are asking the court if Mr. Peoples has any kind of crisis or something like that, if he can be transported to Trinity Ann Arbor without necessarily violating a confinement order. I know it's tricky to do, but they can alternatively contact me and I can talk to the tether agent if that arises.
Response.
We addressed this, I think, at the last hearing. If Mr. Peoples needed to get seek help at the hospital, that wasn't going to be an issue regardless. He would just they would simply need to notify community corrections of what happened and where they are. And if there were any sorts of deviances from the home confinement zone, I think that was the plan, which was to immediately notify community corrections office so that the court would be apprised of what was happening. But the tether conditions, I believe, want to remain the same.
Actually, what happened last time was Mr. The public defender came up on our Mr. Peoples' behalf with a communication from CMH and a request, I believe, from his family that they're aware of certain triggering events for Mr. Peoples. That on those triggering events arising, what they were looking for was some leeway from the court to allow them to take what action, not necessarily, I mean, if they had to go to Trinity, that's fine. That's a medical thing at that point. But from what I understood and what was explained to the court, sometimes it may just be a walk just to kind of bring him back and to do whatever. I mean, I'm not using medical terms, but yeah, I think you get what I meant. My understanding is, as we were looking at that, is the people were absolutely not in agreement with that.
That's not correct, Your Honor. The request.
Well, that's what you said.
The request for.
That's what you said at the bench. If you're telling me I'm wrong, then you better be clear, Jade, right now.
I will be clear right now, Your Honor. What I said was no to the request for a tracking tether, not for home confinement. That's what I disagreed with.
When he asked whether or not they could leave, you objected vehemently, which is why I came to the decision that what I was going to do was I was told and I made it very clear, we'll bring him in here, because what I told him very clearly is, fine, you can ask for permission, but maybe we're just in a situation to ask for forgiveness. Let the family do what they need to do. That's what you said. That was your objection.
I'm not disagreeing with that part. The request for a tracking tether change.
Stop talking. You huff one more time and we're going to have a problem. Childers, McDuffie, Mr. Brown, Miss Yagi, my chamber.
Your Honor, I'm very familiar with Mr. Peoples' case that the court wants to proceed.
All right. Ms. Douglas is now here on behalf of people on this one. So I think we can finish this up. Here's what I'm doing. His new case had $100,000 bond. I'm going to make his bond in his new case match the bond with the conditions in his other case so that he can be released, because otherwise he would be held on that. He'll be refitted with a tether on he'll be refitted with a GPS home confinement tether prior to release. My understanding is the family can pay the $175 to community corrections, so they'll get that paid, and all prior conditions are reinstated. And then we need a new date. So when do we?
Your Honor, My request.
Well, I got the confident, it's actually gonna be October 30th.
Okay.
It's gonna be our day. So, all right,
Thank you, Your Honor. May I provide the court with the order to undergo forensic?
there hasn't been enough on this case yet, Mr.
I'm
No,
not.
go ahead.
May I approach?
Yes.
Thank you.
What is this? No, that's the order on the other case. I'm sorry. Not a problem.
Might be tomorrow, but as soon as they put the feather on you.
You'll take it.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Anything else on this matter?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. And Samuel, you told me you're gonna do it, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay.
This case highlights one of the most complicated balancing acts in the justice system, the tension between public safety, mental health, and a defendant's right to due process. Throughout this hearing, we watched the court navigate everything from tether tampering to crisis management planning, and even a moment where tension spiked sharply between the attorneys and the judge. Let's break down what just unfolded and what it means moving forward. First, the defendant, Mr. Samuel Peoples, is facing a felony tether tampering charge that triggered a bond violation. Normally, tampering with a GPS tether results in immediate custody with strict conditions, but the judge noted something crucial. Mr. Peoples did not flee. He removed the tether due to a moment of anxiety, remained at home, and cooperated when authorities arrived. That context significantly shaped the court's decision. His attorney also requested a forensic examination, a step often used to assess competency or mental health factors that might influence a defendant's ability to stand trial. The judge granted it without hesitation, setting an important tone. This court is not ignoring the mental health aspect of the case. One of the most striking moments came when the judge allowed Mr. Peoples to return to home confinement. That decision wasn't automatic. It came after the judge carefully questioned both sides, evaluated the risk, and directly confronted Mr. Peoples about making responsible choices. His response, that anxiety caused his reaction, seemed to resonate with the court. It's a reminder to viewers that sometimes the courtroom isn't just about punishment. It's about understanding behavior and providing a chance for rehabilitation. Next, we saw the attorney and family raise a meaningful concern. What happens if Mr. Peoples experiences another mental health crisis? Their request for flexibility to seek help at a hospital without violating home confinement sparked a heated exchange. At one point, the judge sharply reprimanded the prosecution for interrupting. This tension revealed just how sensitive and complex these issues are. On one hand, the prosecution must ensure public safety and enforce the conditions of release. On the other, the defense and family want a humane, practical plan that won't penalize someone for seeking help. Ultimately, the court leaned toward compassion, clarifying that seeking medical attention, even leaving the home to do so, would not automatically count as a violation as long as authorities were notified. Another major decision came when the judge adjusted Mr. Peoples' bond in the new case to match the conditions of his older case. Without that adjustment, he would have remained in custody even after resolving the bond violation. By aligning the bonds and reinstating the previous conditions, the judge ensured that the legal system remained fair and consistent. Still, there were consequences. Someone must pay for the damaged tether strap, and Mr. Peoples must comply strictly with all conditions, including GPS home confinement. Overall, this hearing reflects a broader reality in courts across the country. Judges are increasingly trying to balance accountability with empathy, especially when mental health triggers play a role in a defendant's behavior. This case also raises questions for viewers. Should tether tampering always be treated as a serious felony? When anxiety or mental health crises occur, should courts prioritize treatment over punishment? And how much flexibility should families have when managing a loved one's crisis while under court supervision? Before we move on to the next case, here's your final takeaway. The legal system is complex, but hearings like this show the human side of justice. Judges must make tough calls. Prosecutors must advocate for safety. Defense attorneys must protect their clients' rights. And defendants must navigate a system that doesn't always understand what they're going through. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.